Greetings, SDRC2RSS is an experimental radio joke project. This configuration of software programs is helpful in testing a wide variety of SDR receivers with Radio Sky Spectrographs. Connect an SDR receiver to your computer that is compatible with your version of the SDR-Console software program. We will be using a hack SDR receiver in this demonstration. Open the SDR-Console program. In SDR-Console, select the radio window, then click on the lower right Definitions button. At the top of the Radio Definitions window, click on Search. Select the SDR receiver attached to your computer from the list. At the top of the next window, you will see one device found, if it is successful. Click on Add or Replace as desired. Click on Save. In the Select Radio window, select your radio. Set the bandwidth as desired, then start the radio. In most cases, radio Joe focus is in the 15 to 30 MHz range. Other ranges can be selected depending on your SDR bandwidth specifications and project requirements. Be aware that selecting very wide bandwidths in the 30 to 50 or greater MHz range may be more than your computer resources can handle, especially at high bit rates. It is recommended that you use a Windows 10 computer with sufficient RAM and other resources to run the programs to handle the higher bit rates. However, be aware each SDR will be different and they will require experimentation to get everything adjusted correctly. The reason this project is listed as experimental becomes evident at this point. SDR-Console gain and other settings will affect what you see in the RSS spectrograph. Setting the beginning and ending frequencies with the sliding ruler at the bottom of the SDR-Console spectrum will set the RSS frequency span. Check the SDR-Console view menu. At the right-hand end, be sure the data repeater icon is activated. If you have an MK2 calibrator, it can be of assistance in setting gain controls. Run the SDRC2RSS program as administrator. Set the number of channels to 512 or as desired, FFT window to Hamming or as desired, dB threshold to -150 as a starting point, and gain to 0.9. These settings may need to be adjusted after RSS is running. Click on Connect and connect a second time. Be sure to check the RSS box to enable sending the data stream to RSS. Last, open and run the Radio Sky Spectrograph software program. Check the Options menu, Network menu, Local Connections, to be sure your computer IP address is correct. Set the receiver type to RTL bridge/TCP. Start RSS by selecting a schedule file or clicking the Start button. At this point you may need to adjust RSS color offset and color gain as desired. You may also have to adjust SDRC2RSS gain and the various gain controls in SDR-Console as well to produce an acceptable RSS spectrograph. This project is experimental in nature. Use a calibrator to produce a calibrated display and file as required. It is important that the operator first study all available software tutorials and other materials on using RSS and SDR-Console. After you become familiar with the software system, it only takes a few minutes to set up and run SDRC2RSS. Enjoy experimenting with new SDR receivers.